You mentioned Red Note, and of course that did spike for a while. Will people stay across there, or do you think that's just going to die a very quick death?
Oh, with TikTok back, I think it will probably die a pretty quick death. I mean, I was in there for, have to be with an agency just in case that's where everyone's moving. Got to go where the eyeballs go.
100%.
So I was on there, and it's the language barrier. I mean, it was a lot of fun for a few days. Lots of sledging between the Chinese and the Americans, which was fun to watch. But yeah, there was a lot of language barriers. There's a lot of functionality issues, and just not a lot of Americans are on there. So I think if TikTok comes back, it will probably just be left in the dust, which is a bit sad for Red Bull.
Aww.
Now, as of this morning, the Americans are back online. Now, this whole thing has been political, and a lot of people were asking the question, could this happen here in Australia? So what is like a quick explainer of how they're back online?
Well, guess whose inauguration is today?
Convenience.
Yeah, so timing is not coincidental. Trump basically said he'll be extending out the threat of the ban, so he hasn't turned it off completely. It still might happen, but I doubt it because he loves his social media and he loves his ability to say whatever he wants. So he's extended it out. We also knew it would come back quite quickly because Biden announced that he wasn't going to enforce the law. So from both sides, they were backing out already, even though the ban was put in place on Sunday. So.
And also, let's not forget, Trump pushed this through early in the beginning. So it's kind of like he's created a problem so he can look like the solution.
Oh, he's the saviour. Yeah. So for all these people, and there is a lot of criticism and cynicism online about that because it was announced on X that by TikTok's account, that looks like they're coming back. So and everyone's like, "Thank you, President Trump," and all the doubters or the people on the other side were saying, "Oh, well, you guys, he started this fight."
Well played, Donald.
Absolutely.
Well
and is
played.
Facebook going to buy TikTok? Because that's the rumour at the moment. Instagram looks like TikTok now, doesn't it?
Well, yes and no. There were some weird alerts that came up yesterday for a lot of American TikTok users. They basically, when they went back on Facebook, which was very dusty for a lot of them, they hadn't been there for a while, but they had to move somewhere. They got this alert that said you can connect your TikTok account through Facebook or through Meta, which is unusual for a competitor to do that, to promote another one. In fact, most links are downgraded or, you don't get much reach. So it's very interesting that all of a sudden there's a connection there. I don't know if he'll buy it, but there is some thread there between Meta and TikTok now for sure.
Yeah, there's definitely something going on. Like you said, it is changing by the minute, so we might have you back on tomorrow and have a whole different take on it. But thank you for keeping us up to date, Nick Jameson, social media expert, and thanks for joining us.
No worries. Thanks for having me.